This presentation is brought to you by the Historical Facts channel, where history's untold stories come alive. If you love deep dives, forgotten heroes, and high-quality historical storytelling, please like this video and subscribe to the Historical Facts channel. Your support helps us keep uncovering truths the textbooks leave behind. Now, let's begin a journey into one of antiquity's greatest legends, and the heroes who were left in the shadows. The Battle of Thermopylae, 480 BC. A narrow mountain pass. A million-man Persian army marching west. And 300 Spartans making their final, immortal stand. Their story has become legend. Monuments, poems, movies, and a place in the collective memory of mankind. Behind the legend, history whispers a different truth. A truth of 700 other warriors, overshadowed by myth, forgotten by time, yet no less brave than the Spartans themselves. Today we reclaim their place in history. Ask anyone about Thermopylae and they'll tell you the same story. "300 Spartans led by King Leonidas held the pass for 3 days against the unstoppable forces of Xerxes. Herodotus preserved the iconic epitaph, "Stranger, tell the Lacedaemonians that we lie here obedient to their laws." This line became the foundation of a myth, the myth of absolute Spartan valor. But myths are powerful. They can elevate heroes and obscure others. Before we reveal the Forgotten 700, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the Historical Facts channel so you never miss stories like this. A recent academic study by Larisa Petronova uncovers a surprising truth. At the time Herodotus was writing, the legend of the 300 was already being carefully shaped. Sparta, with the assistance of the Oracle of Delphi, promoted a heroic narrative centered entirely on themselves. Why? Because Thermopylae became the cornerstone of Spartan identity. a perfect illustration of discipline, sacrifice, and martial excellence. A myth this powerful had political weight. It inspired Greek allies. It justified Spartan leadership. It became a moral lesson for generations of Spartans. But it also pushed other participants further and further out of the spotlight. Now we come to the forgotten heroes. When Leonidas realized the past could no longer be held, he dismissed most of the Greek forces. The Phocians, the Corinthians, the Arcadians, the Apontian Locrians, and dozens of other contingents. All were ordered to withdraw to safety. The two groups stayed, the 300 Spartans and the 700 Thespians, led by Thermopylae, son of Diogenes. Here lies a remarkable moment that history nearly lost. The Thespians were not forced to remain. They were not trapped. They were not hostages. Herodotus writes explicitly that Thespians stayed willingly, saying they would not abandon Leonidas and his companions, but remain and die with them. This is one of the most astonishing declarations of loyalty in ancient Greek history. Think of it, 700 men fully aware of their fate, choosing honor over survival, choosing sacrifice over retreat, choosing to die beside men from a city not their own. Their commander, Thermopylae, led them into the final stand. He died along with them. Yet while the world remembers Leonidas, how many remember Thermopylae? This is why we make videos like this. If you want more forgotten stories brought back into light, please like and subscribe to the Historical Facts channel. Herodotus makes it clear the Thespians were there, but in the final narrative they quietly fade. When listing the bravest warriors, Herodotus names several Spartans, and among the 700 Thespians only one, the Thermopylae, son of Armatidas. This alone is telling. Then when we look at the memorials, Herodotus records 3 epitaphs placed on the battlefield. One for the Peloponnesian allies, one for the Spartans, one for the seer Megistius, none for the Thespians. Was it oversight, deliberate omission, lost history? Later authors Diodorus Siculus of Cineas mention them even less. The further we go into the historical tradition, the more the Thespians fade. But archaeology gives us a hint. A poem attributed to the Megarian writer, Philiadus, reads, "These men who dwelt beneath the slopes of Helicon, vast Thespi, is proud of their courage." Some scholars believe this once a real epitaph carved on a monument seen by the geographer Strabo centuries later. If so, the Thespians did have a memorial, one of the official Spartan-centered narratives simply ignored. Why would Thespi, a relatively small city, send almost all its hoplites to die? To understand this, we must look at Boeotian politics. Thieves, powerful, wealthy, influential, leaned heavily towards Persia. Most Boeotian cities followed thieves. This was known as Medism, the act of siding with the Persian Empire. But the Boeotian cities stood defiant. Thespi, Platae. Their hatred of thieves ran deep. Generations of conflict, burned farms, border wars, political humiliation. So when Persia invaded, Thespi faced a choice: side with thieves and Persia, or side with Greece and risk total destruction. They chose Greece, not merely out of patriotism, but to define their identity. Standing at Thermopylae was a political statement. We are not thieves. We will not bow to Persia. We stand with the Greek alliance even if we die for it. And die they did. The next year, despite being devastated, Thespians nearly sent 2,000 light army troops to Platea, further proving their commitment, but the cause was catastrophic. Thespians was gutted by the Persian Wars. Hundreds of the best warriors died at Thermopylae. The city was burned by the Persians. Survivors fled to the Peloponnese. In 423 BC, Thebes ordered their walls torn down. In 373-371 BC, Thespians was attacked and brutally sacked. While Sparta rose into legend, Thespians descended into centuries of struggle. It is easy to build a myth when your city survives. Much harder when your city is repeatedly destroyed. This is why the world remembers only 300 when 1,000 died. The study of Larissa Petrovna does not take away from Sparta. Their courage was real, their sacrifice undeniable. But the 700 Thespians deserved their place beside them. Their courage was equal. Their choice was voluntary. Their loyalty unwavering. Their sacrifice complete. History should not forget them again. If you agree, like this video and subscribe to the Historical Facts channel, and help us restore the memory of those who chose a beautiful death at Thermopylae. Thank you for watching this in-depth Historical Facts channel documentary. We work tirelessly to bring hidden stories and overlooked heroes back into the light. If you enjoy this journey into the truth behind Thermopylae, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Historical Facts channel. Tell us in the comments, do the Thespians deserve their own major monument in popular culture?